Have you ever felt like life keeps hitting you harder than you expected? And just when you think you're getting back up, something else knocks you down? Like you're trying to hold it all together, but deep down, your strength is starting to crack? Maybe you've told yourself to just be strong, but strength isn't about pretending you're okay. Real strength, true resilience, is something deeper. It's what shows up when motivation disappears. It's what keeps you going when giving up would be easier. Let's face it, life won't always be kind. It won't always make sense. And it definitely won't wait until you're ready. So the real question is, how do you keep standing tall when everything around you feels like it's falling apart? Resilience isn't just a personality trait, it's a mindset. And like any mindset, it can be built, strengthened, and trained. But here's what most people never get told. Resilience isn't loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the whisper that says, just try again. It's not about being fearless, it's about moving forward, even when fear, pain, and doubt are heavy on your back. Have you ever wondered why some people rise stronger after a setback, while others stay stuck for years? The difference isn't in their past or their circumstances. It's in their response, their mindset, their ability to bend without breaking. So ask yourself, how do you respond when life throws something unexpected your way? What story do you tell yourself in moments of failure or rejection? And are you truly prepared to create the kind of mental strength that not only survives storms, but grows stronger because of them? Because life isn't just about pushing through. It's about rising with purpose. Every challenge is a test. Every delay is a lesson. Every failure is fuel, but only if you choose to learn from it. This is not about pretending to be unbreakable. It's about becoming unshakable from the inside out. It's time to train your mind for the hard days, because that's when you need it most. Let's build a mindset that doesn't just recover, it rises, it adapts, and it never gives in. Number one, accept what you can't control. Resilience begins with acceptance, not weakness, acceptance. The more you resist what's already happened, the more power you give it over your peace. Accepting what you cannot control doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the illusion that you can control everything. That illusion is exhausting. Ask yourself, am I spending energy fighting reality? What would happen if I focused on what I can control instead? You can't rewrite the past. You can't control how others feel, act, or respond. But you always control your mindset, your choices, and your next step. And that's where your strength lives. Acceptance is the first doorway to peace, and peace is the foundation of clarity. When you stop wasting your energy on resistance, you start directing that energy toward growth. Don't confuse control with power. Your power is in your response, not the situation. True resilience is born the moment you stop trying to change what already is and start choosing how to respond to it. Number two, talk to yourself like someone you love. Your inner dialogue shapes your mental strength. It's easy to be your own worst critic, but the truth is, resilience can't thrive in self-abuse. If you constantly tear yourself down, how can you expect to rise? You need to be your own coach, not your own enemy. When things fall apart, your self-talk becomes your lifeline. Catch the inner critic in the act. Interrupt the loop. Replace it with truth and encouragement. Ask yourself, would I speak to my best friend the way I speak to myself? What belief am I reinforcing every time I repeat this thought? You wouldn't push someone you love into despair, so don't do it to yourself. Compassion doesn't make you soft. It makes you strong. It fuels patience, perseverance, and purpose. Talk to yourself like someone worth fighting for, because you are. And when you start lifting yourself with words instead of dragging yourself down, you build a mindset that can weather anything. Number 3, build emotional endurance. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain. It's about expanding your capacity to handle it. Emotional endurance is the ability to stay grounded when your feelings try to pull you under. Most people panic at discomfort. They distract, escape, or lash out. But a resilient mind doesn't run. It sits, it breathes, it observes, it feels fully, without drowning. The next time you feel emotional pain, don't react impulsively. Pause. Breathe deep. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to teach me? Can I handle this without running from it? Because emotional pain is not weakness. It's information. It's your body telling you something matters. When you stop fearing your feelings and start facing them, you grow stronger. You become less reactive, more grounded, more in control of yourself. Emotional endurance is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more powerful your mind becomes under pressure. Number 4, master your response, not the situation. You can't control how life unfolds. You can't control other people's behavior, but you can always control how you respond. And that is where real power lies. Resilient people don't let emotions hijack their actions. They pause. They reflect. They choose their response with clarity, not chaos. Your response is a reflection of your mindset, not your mood. And every time you choose a calm, intentional reaction over a knee-jerk impulse, you build mental strength. Ask yourself, am I reacting out of fear or responding with purpose? What kind of person do I want to be in this moment? This is your chance to shift from being reactive to being responsive, from chaos to composure, from confusion to clarity. Because power doesn't come from dominating situations. It comes from mastering your own behavior. Control what you can, your choices, your words, your energy. Everything else, let it go. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. And that wisdom is what builds unshakable resilience. Number 5, create daily mental wins. Resilience isn't something you summon in a crisis. It's something you build in the quiet, ordinary moments. The way you talk to yourself, the promises you keep to yourself, the small victories you stack every day. Get up when you say you will. Follow through when no one's watching. Finish the task you started, not because it's easy, but because you said you would. That's where mental toughness is built, in the small, consistent wins. Ask yourself, what's one small thing I can complete today to build trust in myself? How can I show up consistently, even on the hard days? Each day you prove to yourself that you can be counted on. Your mind gets stronger. Confidence grows. Discipline sharpens. And when life throws chaos your way, you'll already have the foundation in place. Self-trust is earned one decision at a time. And those quiet daily wins, they become the armor you wear when everything else falls apart. Number 6, detach from the outcome. Stay attached to the process. One of the fastest ways to destroy your resilience is to tie your worth to the result. When you obsess over outcomes, likes, approval, praise, or recognition, you become emotionally unstable. You rise and fall with every success or failure. But when you anchor yourself to the process, your effort, discipline, and growth, you stay grounded. Because the process is always within your control. Results may come and go, but the person you become in pursuit of them, that's forever. Ask yourself, am I chasing validation or pursuing mastery? What would it look like to enjoy the process, even before the results? When you stop needing outcomes to validate you, you become dangerous, in the best way. You don't stop at failure. You don't slow down when no one's watching. You keep showing up because that's who you are. And that consistency, that love for the grind, that pride in progress, that's where resilience lives. Number 7, train your mind to bounce back fast. You will fall, you will fail, you will mess up. That's part of being human. Resilience isn't about avoiding the fall. It's about shortening the time you stay down. The longer you dwell, the harder it becomes to move. But the quicker you reframe, refocus, and return to action, the stronger your mind becomes. Rejection isn't the end. Failure isn't final. They're just moments, moments that can shape your comeback. Ask yourself, what's the quickest way I can get back to action? What story am I telling myself about this failure? And is it helping me? Don't let one bad chapter define your whole story. Learn the lesson. Keep the wisdom. Leave the weight. Resilient minds don't stay stuck. They shift gears. They pivot. They rise. You bounce back not because it's easy, not because you feel like it, but because that's what you've trained for. That's who you've become, and that is what will separate you from the rest. So, resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, step by step, choice by choice, day by day. And if you follow these 7 principles, you won't just survive life's storms. You'll develop the strength to walk through them with your head held high. You'll turn every setback into a stepping stone and every trial into transformation. Because the truth is, life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. And that strength isn't found in avoiding challenges. It's forged by facing them. When you commit to building a resilient mindset, you stop waiting for the world to change and start becoming the kind of person who adapts, grows, and leads from within. So the next time life hits hard, and it will, remember this. Your mindset is your shield, your sword, and your secret weapon. Train it, sharpen it, protect it. Let me ask you this before you go. Which of these 7 steps do you need to work on first? What's the one habit, the one shift, the one promise you can make to yourself today? And more importantly, when will you begin? Stay strong, stay focused, and stay tall. Take care of your family, your loved ones, and the people around you. Because real strength isn't just personal, it's shared. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it, and subscribe to Mind Aura. Because this is more than a channel. It's a movement for those who refuse to break. Let's rise, let's grow together.